what is going on, guys? FarD here, and we have Evelynn Coral here. As you can hear them in the background. And yeah, they just recently, you know, if you've been doing the Evelynns Story, you can now craft the special mech for them. And it looks pretty good. As you can see, you know, this is skin that they have is not yet available in game, but it's a very nice skin. It's very cool. But here's their skills. So you summon Coral, you do a total of 500% damage to enemies within range, and your damage is increased by 10% for, you know, 10 seconds. When you have the mech, it's the same amount of damage, and you get the same get the same increase in damage. But you're also immune to all forms of crowd control CC, which is pretty nice. Energy cost is 6,600 though. That is not so nice. But you are attacking pretty fast. It's about, what's it say? Does it say here? Yeah. You're attacking like nearly 4 times a second, so it's not that bad. No second skill, because the first skill was Eternal Promise. Second skill, the Oath of the Two. It'll look different in game, of course, but in battle, your damage is increased by 20%, and when you have the mech, it's increased by 5%. So pretty standard, just a damage boost. Skill 3, Best Friend of the Soul, is when a normal attack is a crit, it increases your attack speed by 20% and your move speed by 40% for 10 seconds. When you have the mech, it's increased by an additional 2% from 20 to 22, and an additional 5% in movement speed from 40 to 45 for 10 seconds. So that's pretty nice. I would say already you probably want them on a team with like Elizabeth, Snowy, something like that, just to make use of their abilities right here. And the fourth skill, Unbreakable Bond. When a normal attack or skill hits the target, it will randomly cause either half normal damage at 1 times, 1.5 times your normal damage, or twice the amount of your normal damage. That's without the mech. With the mech, which you should be using them with the mech, it'll either do just regular damage, 1.5 times your normal damage, twice your normal damage, or 2.5 times your normal damage. So already here's the mech, which it looks pretty cool. He's dual blading at this point. Here's the effects as well, the 2-piece and then the 4-piece. So you're getting additional damage here, and you get some energy recovery as well. So all that on top of each other with her energy cost for her ultimate, it ends up not being that bad, really, especially because of the attack speed. If you just stack on some attack speed and some, I would say, attack so the damage, you know, scales. Because you can have all the damage boosts in the world, but if you don't have any attack to scale it off of, it's kind of the same premise as, like, you know, an attack stat with crit rate and, you know, crit damage. Because without crit rate, you can't, you know, make use of crit damage. But without attack, you also can't make use of crit damage. So it's just something to keep in mind. You also want to have a little bit of accuracy on her as well, on most, if not all, of your units. I think Tasia might be the only exception where she has, you know, accuracy built in. Amber, I believe, as well has accuracy, and I think Shia Diddy also has accuracy. So there's a few units that bypass that and boost the team's accuracy. There's some other units as well that have like minor accuracy boosts. But that's also, you know, just something that you need to be mindful of having on your pilots, because the higher the difficulty gets, the more this ends up becoming like you know, more of something that you need to invest in. But yeah, that about covers it. Gemini and Scorpio. But yeah, that about covers it. This is Evelynn Coral. I am working on them, by the way. So there will eventually be a video showcasing for them that I will end up doing. It'll be, I'd say it'll be around the time that I also have a video out for Eloise or Eloise, however you like to pronounce it, in Pathogen Evelynn. So they'll all be like released around the same time. It's just I have to farm some resources to level them up, among other things as well. Some sequence coins that I'll likely end up buying in the shop. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. If you're wondering why there is no, you know, video on them, I have Eloise already. I just don't have resources. I just don't have resources. I have to farm, bro. I have to farm a lot to get this stuff. So bear with me for a bit. I'll have these videos out as soon as I can. So in the meantime, there'll be, you know, videos of other characters that I already have like sitting, which I'm sure you've noticed. But yeah, that concludes this video. And if you enjoyed, feel free to leave some feedback, leave likes, the comments. It helps out with the algorithm. It helps more people to see this video if they're interested in, you know, certain aspects of the game that they, you know, may not have known about or want to know more about. As I'm sure you all will help them as you all help me in gathering information, as we help each other as a community to get this information out and, you know, spread this information to each other on the global side. And if you didn't like the video, that's okay too. With that being said though, I will see you all in the next one.